Guys, I'm really mad today. We bought a storage unit, you're gonna get to see it, but we got scammed majorly. This is completely illegal, definitely fraud. If you guys watch our videos on a daily and you don't like or share, please, I beg of you, let this be the one time you like the video, share the video, and comment. I want this in front of people's eyes because I'm at a loss for words. I'm really mad. We got scammed out of a lot of money. So we bought a unit on storagetreasures.com, and if you watch other YouTubers that do storage units, you're probably well aware there are a lot of shady facilities that do a lot of very illegal things on there to try to make money, which is very illegal and very frustrating. We've been lucky thus far. We haven't run into stuff like this, but I guess it was bound to happen eventually. We bought a storage unit that was 2 hours away from the house. We're giving them 1 week. 1 week to make this right, or else their name, their facility, their business is getting exposed in front of 200,000 people, and I don't think that's something they want. They want to try to tell us nothing's wrong, they didn't do nothing wrong, when we have literal physical evidence to show otherwise. You'll get it. Let's get into this. Alright, so we just got here, guys, and we kind of looked in the storage unit, and I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not feeling this. I'm going to show you why. Usually I'm more excited right now, but I feel like something really shady is going on. Let me show you this. Alright, so this is a lien unit, supposedly, as marked in Storage Treasures, which means the facility cannot touch it, right? Legally.
Right.
But you see in the pictures, I'll pop it up on the screen here, there's a camera sitting on the shelf. But now that we've gotten here, this camera that's supposedly sitting on the shelf is now all of a sudden in this bag down here.
In the bag. Yep.
It was out for the picture. How did that happen? That doesn't make any sense. So obviously this has been touched, which is not a good sign. I feel like we're in for a bad day. So before we really start going through this stuff in detail, in order to be able to fit it all in our van, we're gonna have to take a trip to the dump to get rid of this junky furniture. It's definitely not worth keeping. Look at the leather on the top of the couch. That's done. This thing doesn't have any of the glass besides the bottom it's supposed to have. This refrigerator looks like it's freaking from the Depression era. And whatever that is in the back, I can tell you, it's probably not worth keeping based on that wood. So I'm telling you right off the bat, I'm not getting the best vibes, but let's hope it ends up good. Let's first get this furniture out of here though. So we're trying to move the furniture out the way, and surprisingly enough, I guess this guy happened to decide that in his storage unit, he's gonna put his 2 junky couches all the way in a corner, and then of course, cover just the sides, just the top, just the front, and put nothing else anywhere else and store the couches that way. It makes total sense, right? This is a complete scam, and realistically, I think this is complete fraud in my opinion, but we got some things that look kind of interesting set aside, but that's the rest of the unit. And that's gonna be just junk removal. I'm really mad, guys. I'm not getting any less mad here. I just want to point out the obvious so that you have as much evidence to go off as we do. Nobody stores, for one, this box right here, right? This thing, that drill box right there, and that Coca-Cola box over there, were all stored sitting in the front, right in the front for the picture. And every single one of them's empty. Nobody stores their stuff like that. Nobody does that. This is a complete setup. At this point, after 2 hours of going through the stuff inside this storage unit, it was very blatantly obvious that this was not a lien unit at all. This was 100% set up by the owners of this storage facility to look like a good unit, completely staged. We already have enough evidence to show this so far, but that's not where it stopped. Before we get back to the video again, let me please re-emphasize, guys. Please take 2 seconds and share this. YouTube promotes videos based on the interactions they get. Leave a comment, like the video, and above all else, share this video. We are going to get it in front of people's eyes, and we are going to make people responsible for illegal activities face the consequences one way or another. Alright, so we've kind of sorted through everything. This is the only stuff that I think is like worth keeping. We're gonna go through that stuff. There might be a few interesting things in there, but overall, this is probably gonna be a massive loss of a unit, but it's okay. The thing is, all this stuff over here is gonna have to get to the dump. And unfortunately, the dump here charges you $35 for a couch and $35 for a fridge. There's like a mini fridge. If we took this to the dump, it's gonna cost us like 250 bucks. So we're calling it a junk removal place that said it should be between $200 and $300. So I don't think it's worth all the extra work and trip. The dump's 30 minutes away too. To save 40 bucks maybe if we're lucky. So let's start going through this stuff and see if we got anything worth keeping. All right, so let's start going through the unit, guys. I'm trying my best to stay positive here, but I'm really mad at being scammed. I don't like being scammed. And I see this happen way too much with other YouTubers too. The same stuff where they set up these lean units that are obviously not lean units. So let's see what we got. Kenmore heater. That's 20 bucks or so. Nothing too great, but it's there. This right here, minus the bike seat, it's pretty much just tools. So not much there. There's like a drill and like a little mini jackhammer type thingy that it's probably gonna be like 20 bucks for the two. This old pogo stick here, I doubt it's worth anything, but
I just kept it because it's a pogo stick.
If we find that, we can't put it away or throw it away until at least somebody's injured. So we'll take it home until somebody gets injured on that. We got this. I have no idea if it's gonna work, to be honest with you, but most people that use these, this is what they look like anyway, because when you work in physical labor like this, they get disgusting anyway. So that's maybe like 10 bucks. This is one of the few things I figure might do good, because everyone loved the rocks for our live auction, and a lot of these are definitely designed to be like stood up and stuff. They're not as pretty as the crystals. Well, some of them are. Like this.
I don't know if this is a connection or not, but in the office there's a rock sitting on the table. A big rock.
You know what else is weird? I'm going through the paperwork and stuff. I found, 6, including the shipping label. The shipping label, social security cards and IDs. I found 6 different people. Not the same race, not the same age. I mean, I guess they could be friends storing together, but again, it doesn't add up, guys. It's not, yeah, it just doesn't add up. This is what I think is a manager special, which is just go around to all the other units, gather up your trash, throw it in one, sell it to somebody, and hope they pay for it.
All right, well.
That. We got this thing. I don't really know if it has any value. It's a Kobe CX CD282, but surprisingly, some of these old radios and boomboxes have good value, so I'm hoping that one does too. Down here, we got an RCA receiver. On average, they're about 50 bucks, but this one's actually missing the knob, so I've never found one like that. I'm hoping that's an easy like $2 replacement on eBay, so somebody would still want it, hopefully. This is one of the only things that I think is gonna have a decent amount of value. It's an air compressor, so I think somebody said they usually could sell them for like 50 to 100 bucks, so
nice.
Let's hope that's worth it, and let's hope it works, which, I don't know. We got, let's see, old CPU here, but
Baby Jebus can go through it.
If it even cuts on. It's probably not going to cut on. It's really probably not going to cut on. Then over here, we kept all the VHSs, because there's a lot of older ones in here. There's a lot of Disney. There's a lot of X-Files. I saw Star Wars, so that's really the only little bit of hope we're clinging onto at this point, that we get lucky and we have a rare VHS that at least recovers some of the money. But either which way, the Disney ones sell good in our auction, so that's really, honestly, when I looked at the unit online, one of the reasons we bid on it, because I saw so many Disney VHSs, and they usually do good. We also got Pokemon. Pokemon! Alright, so in the back here, a few more interesting things. I'm thinking it's a steering column to a car, I'm assuming, which is kind of, I don't even know what to think anymore. I really don't. We got this Denon AVR 2400 receiver. I think, if I remember correctly, these are around $100 on eBay, so that's at least a little something.
That's good.
That's alright. It's alright, I'm not gonna complain. Alright, so in this box there's a lot of broken bottles, which again is just like nobody in their right mind really stores this stuff unless it's a setup by the company. But there's also this ancient looking like camera, but the trigger, it does work, but look at the side of it again. I doubt it has any value, but as someone who does YouTube and has worked with a lot of cameras, I do find them interesting to look up, and you never know when one random camera will have some value, so we're definitely going to keep that. Alright, the last thing I'm going to show you is over here, but when we get home, I'm going to take everything out of these boxes, the totes we keep, and we're going to do an actual like unboxing type thing. Right now, I want to get out of here. I'm just mad, annoyed. But we got another whole box of VHSs, including lots of Disney ones. So Disney ones, like I said, do good. Those are VHSs, again, lots of Disney. You can also see Star Wars on the top. So I'm hoping there's some rare Star Wars stuff in there. And other than that, we have this thing, which is kind of just
An abstract painting.
This is what they call art nowadays. It's like somebody just takes a, let me see all the stuff on the table.
Yeah, basically.
Look at that, $10,000.
We have the camera behind you too.
Yeah, that was the camera set at the beginning.
The setup camera.
Yeah, the one that was in the picture, nice and set out for the picture. Then we get here, it's in a bag on another shelf.
Yes.
That happens totally. But anyway, we're gonna get this stuff loaded. We're gonna go home and then do a recap and let you know the end result, guys. All right, so you know what? We're back home. We've had time to think about things, and I've calmed myself down a little bit. But let me explain everything to you. When we bought this unit, we bid $380. That was the winning bid. Plus, with that, you have to pay a 10% buyer's premium, 38 bucks, plus a 10% sales tax, 38 bucks. So an additional $76 on top of our $380, and if I'm doing the math in my head right, that's $456, I think. The bad part is, again, because we couldn't have taken it all to the dump, it would have cost us a ton of money. We actually got a junk removal service. We had to pay an additional $350. So what I'm saying here is, when it's all said and done, we're over $800 into a scammed unit. Completely scammed. We wasted our day, all day, and paid $800 to a scammer. I'm not happy about that. But we got some stuff in the garage. Let's go out there, let's do a quick little recap and show you everything we got. So now that we're inside here, let me show you some of the things. So this is their staging camera. Unfortunately, in the last 90 days, none have sold on eBay, but they're listed for $60. That's a big thing you pay attention to when you resell. Just because somebody listed for something, it doesn't mean it's selling for that. So as of now, that's a big fat zero to us. This is an ATT router. What was in there? That's $40, and that's brand new. So that's all right. This is that camera.
Yes.
This is all Disney VHSs. So these actually sell fairly well for us. Where is the bad one? Because we got actually a good one for you guys to collect this stuff. Where did it go?
Little Mermaid, Little Mermaid, Little Mermaid, right here.
All right, so let me show you. We got, this one's the Black Diamond, which is the ones people look for, but this is also the band cover, because if you look right there, there's a kind of an interesting shape. Not going to go into details. An interesting shape there. So this is actually like $50 on eBay if we decide to put it there. But if you're into this stuff, make sure you come to our live auction, because there'll definitely be at least a big lot of Disney VHSs. We got the receiver here. This is $80 to $100 on eBay, so that's one of the only few good things we got. There's the air compressor. That's like 95 bucks brand new, so we're assuming you usually get about half a retail, 50-55% of new when you sell a used, so $50 there. This right here is the DVD VHS player combo. It's a $30 to $40 piece on eBay. This one down here is about a $40 piece on eBay. Other than that, there's not much else in this unit, guys. There's no way we're recovering our money from reselling this. That's why we're relying on you guys to help us once again. Please, I beg of you, let this be the one time. Comment, like, and share. Post it to your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, your freaking whatever, your MySpace. I don't care. Get this out there and let these people know what they did is BS. Before we go, guys, let me give some final statements here. We're out $800. You know what? That sucks, but I don't really care about the money. It's whatever. It's not important. What's important is the fact that people do this every single day, and they are scamming the crap out of people all the time. All the time. The difference is the majority of people buy and resell, and that's what they do. The difference with us is we have an awesome audience of you guys that watch us. So when you mess with people, eventually you're gonna mess with the wrong one, and we're gonna be able to get you back. We have a strong audience here, and we love you guys that watch our videos. So we're asking again, let's make this scene. We have more video clips. I could make this video longer with the conversations we have with the people at the facility, but you know what? I'm not going to do that yet. We are going to give this place a week to make this right, or else your pictures, the video that you didn't know I recorded when we were talking and I had my phone and my wallet in my hand, guess what? That was recording the whole time. Surprise. You want that on YouTube? You want this? You don't want that. You don't want everything exposed. That's all I can say. Admit you're wrong and fix it. Again, guys, help me out. Share the video. Comment down below. Do you think we should be able to contact the police in a situation like this? I mean, is this not theft? It's pretty much theft, isn't it? It's deceptive theft in my eyes. Anyway, I'm done talking about it. I'm ready to move on to my next day. Like the video, subscribe if you're new, and until next time, peace out.